welcome back to another installment of the Urban Frame. Today we're going to be shining a spotlight on some indie creators. We have two books we'll be reviewing. First book we're going to be reading is called Apocalypse Man, issue number 1 by Byrd. All right, so this is the artwork right here. What you got? She got you a gator on the cover, and this is out of the house of the Sun Brothers. There's the back of it, sunbrotherstudios.com. Go support. I came across this book a while ago. I was at a comic book convention. I was actually at IndianaCon. What is it? Indianapolis Con? I don't know. It was at the comic book show in Indianapolis. I was there, not Brad, but Wes, because Wes actually signed this for me. We were talking about comics. He seen my comic book, Florida Man, and we just decided to exchange comics, or we bought comics. I forgot what we did, but ironically, Wes lives in Chicago and Brad lives in Boston, I believe. And the crazy thing about it is this book takes place in Florida. Not sure how much y'all know about me, but I'm from Florida, and coincidentally, the Sun Brothers are from Florida. And guess what? They're from Orlando. Guess what? I'm from Orlando. They're from Orlando. Crazy, funny stuff. They went to Oak Ridge, I believe, and I went to Edgewater, but that's neither here nor there. Ironically, Wes stays in Chicago, I stay in Chicago. Brad stays in Boston. But overall, this book it's very interesting to me. It's very interesting because it's one of those fun books that takes you on an unexpected ride through and through, and it's something that you won't expect. It opens up to your main character. He's posted up at the bar. Then all of a sudden, this dude, he breaks out into these zombie hives and just goes crazy. The main character, actually, his name is Brian. I guess his family, they're all deceased. The book takes place in rural Florida, and he's actually one of 4 actual survivors in a zombie apocalypse. This story offers dark humor, action-packed through and through, zombies and parasites. I can't say enough about the book. The action was there. The story wasn't oversaturated. It was what you would expect from a zombie story, the survival of the fittest. It doesn't leave you disappointed. Definitely a quick read. I remember when I read the book when I was actually at the con, because we had not opened the doors yet, so I actually read the book. And I told Wes, man, hey, I read the book. It was cool. He's like, man, you read it that fast? Like, yeah, dude, I read books fast. He's like, you liked it? I'm like, yeah, I liked it. I can't say enough about this book. It's heavily inked with a washed bleach tone, how the feel that I believe that Brad went for. I mean, as far as the book, artwork, story that he wrote was definitely on point. Pace was on point. Definitely a dope indie book. And honestly, the ending in this book, you won't even expect it. It had you like, what the fuck? Oop. It had you like, what the? Yeah, the story of the book, loved it. The premise, love it. If you guys want to pick up your book, just go over to sunbros.com to pick it up. They have an additional book called Chinatown. This one's a graphic novel. I don't know what I did with mine, but it's definitely on my review list. I've read a few pages into it. I just haven't finished it. But I mean, honestly, the Sun Brothers, with their unique artwork and story, definitely have a lot of dope stories, and I can't wait to see what else they have to offer. If you guys are interested, I'll link the book below in the description so you guys can get a copy of it. Definitely, if I had to rate this book, frames, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna crush the Florida boys. Y'all boys get 5 out of 5. Florida boys up. We giving each other 5 out of 5, no matter what. But guys, remember to support your indie creators, independent artists. I mean, honestly, that is the premise of this channel. I can't stress that enough. I'm not gonna lie, not every independent artist is gonna be your cup of tea. So, I would just say, buy what resonates with you. I'd rather someone support me I'd rather you not support me if you're not really interested in my work. One thing about me when it comes to this channel, I'm always trying to strive to find independent artists that I resonate with, because I do like opinions. I like opinions with my book. I always like, hey, yeah, Florida Man, what's Florida Man about? Hey, it's about, this guy named Marge and Tommy Fresh. Marge is trying to stay out of trouble, but every turn around, boom, 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 boom. If it doesn't resonate with you, man, stay away from it. If it does, support it. Independent creators are the lifelines of this channel. If you're ever at a comic book shop or a comic book show or wherever, you see an independent book that, may resonate with you, the art cover stands out to you, give it a try. I mean, nothing beats a try but a try. Let's hop into our next book. All right. So next up we have Hatui the infamous, Hatui the infamous. Look, I'm bad with names, so if I butchered that, don't kill me. All right, so this story is written by Chris Berkman and it is published by Bird's Eye View. My guy Corey Byrd actually put me up on this. We actually ran it. Me and Corey been knowing each other for like about a year now. He has a couple comic books that I will be reviewing at a later date, but this book, because it was one of my more recent pickups, I decided to give it a spin on the channel. All right, the book was written and created by Chris Beck. Chris, I believe he's from the west side of Chicago. That's the conversation that me and Chris had. He is a west sider, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I believe he's from out west. I believe. Chris, hop in the DMs and let me know. He's from out west, right? And this is out of the house of Bird's Eye View Comics. The creator of Bird's Eye View Comics is Corey Byrd. Like I said, I will be featuring some of his work at a later date on the channel. Now, about this book, it takes place in Chicago, actually. It opens up to Hatui getting a call on his phone. I believe Hatui is am I saying Hatui like the girl? Oh my gosh. Jesus. All right, so I'm gonna say Hatui. I don't know why I was saying Hatui, like Hatui. Hatui. Correction. Hatui the Infamous, issue 1, written by Chris Beckman out of the house of Bird's Eye View Comics. This book takes place in a futuristic Chicago, and this is Hatui on the cover. What can I say about this book? The story is about Hatui. I believe he's some type of a bounty hunter or a tracker where he's enlisted to actually track down a missing bear. Now, what's funny about this story, it takes place in the future, but we have humanoid mutant bears and different animals from what I'm gathering based off what I've seen thus far in the story. Whereas action-packed, where we have ninjas and different factions of fighting syndicates. The story was an easy read. Pacing was okay. The only thing I would say that was a really drawback for me in this story was the contrast. It was inked real heavy and the pictures were in black and white, and I found myself being lost between reading it and actually breaking up the story parts. It didn't contrast very well to me, not the story but just the placement of the bubbles, because everything is in black and white, so I just found myself being lost. It was an eye reel to me, but other than that, the story was good. So Chris and Corey, you guys keep on doing your thing. Like I said, the only thing I would say, color. I would do mine in color because, like I said, I got lost. But then again, it could just be the way I train my eyes. My personal opinion, guys. Don't knock me for it. Just my honest opinion. I'm going to have to say, I don't know if this will remain on my pull list because I'm not sure where we're heading with the story. The story gave you a little in the front, but it didn't give you everything in the front, and then in the back it just left me at a standstill of what was to come next. So I would honestly have to see what Chris and Corey have in mind for this to see how the story would actually progress and if it will stay on my pull list. But hey, other than that, guys, I have nothing bad to say about the book other than just get that contrast ratio between the dialogue and the story so it's not blurring together. If I had to rate this frames, I'm giving this 4 frames out of 5. Keep up the good work, guys, and I can't wait to see what more we have, well, what more you guys have to offer as far as this story. I'll go ahead and link their Instagrams and the website and everything below so you guys can check it out. Are you guys reading any indie comics from any of your local creators? If so, let me know, comment below so I can possibly read them and see what it's all about. Until next time, guys, take care, and I'll be hearing from y'all soon. Peace.